So, folks, when you are born, I'm going to explain it to you real simple. This is my grandfather, Dr. Kurt Saltner. He had an older brother. His older brother's name is Max. He actually might still be alive. He's supposed to be buried by my aunt Tanta Mitza. They owned ranches in Africa, all over Tanzania. And it was his older brother. So, as the firstborn son, right, you try to love your little brother. You try not to look at the way a lot of Nazis would look at the secondborn as being retarded. Okay, if you came out your mom, you're the second one, you're no good, you're retarded. And that's a sick way of the Nazis, genetically engineering people so that they look just like me. Folks, if you couldn't find a better super soldier, hey, he looks like me, but guess what? I was born, fucking cancer killing me, but I survived, and I'm here to tell you that it's a whole bunch of bullshit because this dude right here was curing people with penicillin. He's walking around, hey man, you feel sick? Yeah, I got a shot. I'm going to inject you with it. It's called penicillin. He had 4 PhDs, went all over India for 12 years. After 7 years, the British said, oh, you got a swastika in your passport, you're coming with us. They arrested him, they put him in jail, in prison. Well, my mom was born in a prison camp in India. Here's a guy, well, I hate to say the word guy, he's a man, he's a doctor. He's a fucking doctor, dude. My grandfather was a doctor, okay? Older brother named Max, right? Now, he went off in his own direction, Africa and with the Nazis and shit. My grandfather went in India in search of the unknown. Literally, Indiana Jones stuff. My Aunt Uta Saltner has the film, the archive. She won't let go of them. She don't want to talk to us. She has the actual films, the footage of them in India. And recordings of some weird shit. And she took a lot of this shit. Anyway, the Nazis, apparently, they had funded Herx Pharmaceuticals. So my grandfather went around injecting people with a hypodermic needle of penicillin. Wow, my God, you're God. You just cured us of all these diseases. Wow. And you saw people who were like, oh my God, that's evil. That's fucked up. And they died right in front of my grandfather, his feet. And he was a doctor. And he's like, I tried to help these people, but their religion, their thing, made them, not accept penicillin as a medicine. And he was trying to explain, well, penicillin came from Egypt, people putting it, Thomas Fleming. And the magical thing was he got to meet Nehru, and he was respected by all these magical, beautiful people in India. But being German, being citizen of Germany, he still had a swastika in his passport. He still had Herx Pharmaceutical Company following him around with an entourage of armored people with, folks, they had armor, silver armor around them, chrome and all kinds of shit that when they walked around, people were afraid of German people. And they were the mercenaries of their time, but the intellectuals and artisans and chemists and doctors, and he had 4 PhDs. My friends, there's videos I tried to share. There's about enzymes. He was exploring the concepts of honey and how honey and all these kinds of things. And he was in India, man, and that was my grandfather, and he had an older brother, right? And so they grew up like fencing. They're fucking Germans, okay? And so who had to pass on the royal bloodline? It's the firstborn. and Germans, they're kind of fucked up like that, and Japanese too. There's a certain fuck, man. You know what? I got a DNA test. I come from Egypt. I'm 1.7% Coptic Egyptian. I mean, like my seed, boom, out of Egypt. Somebody must have mixed some kind of DNA with me. I know that my profile, my DNA, the way that my body seems to want to evolve into growing my fingers longer, and there's certain traits about me that I think extraterrestrials would want to utilize about me and use as a shell to take with them. And I know you think I'm fucking crazy, but I really believe that the Germans and it's sadly the Nazis, the Third Reich, that the money that was funded to explore all the science and discover all the drugs and all the pharmaceuticals that we know about was stifled because of war. And sadly, my grandfather was put in jail and prison. He wasn't doing anything but doing research and helping people. And he wasn't doing anything bad. And my family's fortune sadly got divided into a lot of different stakes. And there's still money that belongs to him in a bank account in Switzerland. And, everything happens for a reason, and money can't buy you love, because the reason I think I'm here today to tell you is that there's such a thing as evil, and it's called money, folks. Nazi gold. Okay? Nazi gold exists. It's not fake. It's something I hope will go away. But people think that it must go away. The Nazis took away a lot of things from a lot of people, especially gold, and they put it in the ground. And now they have businesses like Walmart, Johnson & Johnson, Facebook. Really, it's now all become a techno autocrat kind of bullshit. Even YouTube right now is owned by someone. So if I were to post something freely to the news media, I'd have to pitch myself to news media. Everything is now owned by someone, and that's supposed to be the one thing that we're supposed to stand for, is the freedom of the press, the freedom of information, and the freedom of speech. It shouldn't be bought by anybody. It shouldn't be owned by someone. Okay? This is democracy about we the people. All right? My mom and dad died too soon of cancer. You know why? Because of fucking pollution. I got the DNA test. If that's not something worth fighting for, folks, I don't know what the fuck is. We can't all be the firstborn, but I am.